Greetings and salutations. This is the voice of Loquacious of Herd, bringing you his blind reaction to RWBY, Season 5, Episode 3, titled Unforeseen Complications by Rooster Teeth. Please support the official release, which can be found in a link in the description. Well, there certainly have been some unforeseen complications recently, what with Weiss crash landing after fighting off Grimm, Adam ascending to lead the White Fang via the time-honored method of murdering the old leader, and bad old Salem manipulating the cowardly Lionheart. Although in retrospect, we should have seen these complications coming. So now, without further ado, for all and sundry, especially the sundries, ladies, gentlemen, and those who have yet to make up their minds, let us see what Season 5, Episode 3 has in store for me as we continue our story, Once Upon a Time. Once again with the intro. One thing I'm enjoying about this particular season is it looks like, whereas previous seasons set things up, got things moving, and sort of broke things apart, and the individuals off on their own separate ways, now it seems that various paths are beginning to move in parallel, and perhaps will be coming together, which is always good. That's one of the things I enjoy about the show is the interaction between the various characters. And it's hard for the members of Team RWBY to interact with one another when they are scattered across the globe. At the same point in time, it is nice to see all these different locales and different cultures. Get a real feel for the world. Here's heroes, here's villains. Back with Blake. And her friend the Monkey King. I'm guessing this is bad news. Yeah, that looks like bad news.
Are you ready?
Yes. It won't be easy for the people to hear, but the truth often isn't. I know they'll do the right thing.
Oh, you poor, poor man. I'm not entirely sure that they will do the right thing.
You got this.
Thanks. Thanks, that's very supportive of you. Oh. There is indeed a small crowd. Oh, impress. And everyone with their scrolls.
Thank you all for assembling here. I wanted to take time to address some of the rumors that have been circulating around our island. I believe that it is important for the people of this territory to understand the truth. No matter how you feel about the human race, I think we can all agree that the event now known as the Fall of Beacon was a tragedy. A tragedy that will set both man and Faunus kind back. While the main aggressor is still unknown, we do have official confirmation that Adam Taurus, the leader of a powerful splinter group working inside
No longer
the
splinter group,
was
unfortunately.
responsible for these attacks. His actions not only tarnish the reputation of an organization originally created to bring peace and equality to all, but to our entire race. With each day that this man remains unpunished, it becomes increasingly difficult to condemn those that look down upon us. Recently, a spy from this same splinter group set their sights on this very home. My own daughter, Blake, and her friend did their very best to apprehend this individual. While they were unsuccessful after being physically assaulted and seriously injured, they were successful in obtaining the assailant scroll. With this, we have been able to ascertain that Adam Taurus has plans to overthrow the current leader of the White Fang, Sienna Khan, and take over the reins himself.
Unfortunately...
His radical plans do not stop there. The documents on this scroll proclaim his next target to be Haven Academy and its attached CCT tower. Their plan is to strike on the last full moon before the beginning of the fall semester. Roughly 2 months
That's not good.
from today. I have sent my swiftest messenger to the government of
I have a feeling that messenger may
we
not
have a
make
greater
it.
responsibility. My relationship with the White Fang has been
Interesting. In the
Years
Chinese
ago,
sense, may
I
you
led the organization to
live in
help try
interesting
and
times.
create a world where I and every faunus who wished could walk alongside the human race.
Laudable goal.
And while I believe we made great strides toward this goal, it was made clear to me that the people both in and out of the White Fang wanted faster results. So I stepped down, and Sienna Khan was appointed as my successor. It's true that I do not fully condone many of her methods. What I do condone is what Sienna fights for. The idea that the faunus and humans are, and should be.
Ah, yes, equal, not superior, inferior.
Adam Taurus does not seem to have that goal in mind. What he has done benefits no one but himself. I think it's time that the faunus showed the world that we are equals. Time that we snuff out this splinter group and restore the White Fang to what it once was.
Broad support. Applause. Again.
To do this, I think the answer is clear. We must go to Haven and protect it at all
Well,
costs.
that's nice. Except people do not wish to go to Haven, nor to protect it.
Before we proceed any further, I'd like to invite my daughter to come and share her story.
Oh,
Not only as a
interesting.
former member of the White Fang, but also as a survivor of the
Ah, yes, a personal story. That should move the masses.
You can do this.
Traitors! Cowards. After everything the humans have done to us, everything they've put us through, you're asking us to help them?
I know we haven't been treated fairly.
Where was their help when the dust companies treated our people like slaves? Where was their help when kingdoms hunted faunus just for being who they are? Where was my help when my parents were killed in a dust mine? Where?
Young lady, progress takes patience and cooperation.
The Belladonnas are the worst kind of faunus. They want us to work with the same people that are trying to hold us down.
This is not entirely
If you
true.
truly,
Not all the
truly
humans are
want
trying to
help your
hold you
people,
down.
Now is the time to support Adam, not the Belladonnas. He will bring about the future that you deserve.
I don't know that
And
the
if you are
faunus deserve
unwilling
to be
fight,
wiped out in
know
a series
that
of
the
horrible
White Fang
wars.
will do it for you.
Shut up! After her!
Oh,
Did he age backwards?
He's possessed! Or reincarnated.
Oh, isn't it weird?
yes, it is weird.
Very weird, yes.
Okay. Let's all just take a second and remember that this is very overwhelming for
Well.
everyone.
Except possibly Crow, who's used to this. Oh, yes.
Thanks.
And possibly the Ozpin that's in Oscar, who one assumes has transmigrated between bodies before.
Sorry. It's just, I've never really met huntsmen and huntresses
No,
before.
not in this life at least.
Well, we've never met a person with two souls. So, first time's all around.
Is it only two?
Not to break up the whole getting to know you game, but we need to have a
So.
talk. Mind showing us your little parlor trick,
Oh.
kid?
Yeah, okay. Just so you know, I'll still be here.
I do like Oscar's eyes. Oh.
It is so very good to see you again, students.
Paid no attention to the man behind the curtain?
Wait, what just happened? Professor Ozpin?
Correct. And though I may be the one speaking, Oscar is still present mentally. He's merely handed over the controls, so to speak. Just don't make us do anything embarrassing. I'm afraid this all must be very perplexing.
And alarming, and bizarre, and just really
Also kind of
hard to believe
magical.
overall.
It's good to see you children still have your sense of humor. I know you've all been through tremendous hardship already.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not your fault.
It's all my
I was
fault.
gonna say he had a role in what happened. I think all his fault is
I told you once that I made more mistakes than any man, woman, and child on this planet. And I wasn't exaggerating.
well, if you live long enough.
I'm
Oh,
cursed. For thousands of years, I have walked the surface of Remnant, living, dying, and reincarnating in the body of a like-minded soul.
okay.
The Professor Ozpin you all met was not my first form. And clearly wasn't my last.
Very clearly.
It's an extraordinarily strenuous process on everyone involved.
Clearly.
So what are you?
I am the combination of countless men who have spent their lives trying to protect the people of Remnant.
So I was right. More than two.
With every rebirth, my soul is eventually merged with another. And I am changed. But my memories stay with me. This curse was bestowed upon me by the gods, because I failed to stop sin.
Ooh, okay.
But we must.
So
stop
Ozpin and the Wicked Witch have history. Well, Oz.
And how do we do
That is a very good question. How would you do that?
We start by ensuring the safety of the relic of
Ooh,
knowledge.
knowledge. Very important. Ah, you awaken, tied and in a cage. Yeah, I don't necessarily think that the people who rescued you after the crash are what one would consider friendly. Could be worse.
Well, well, well. Look who's awake.
What's going on?
I'm
Where
pretty sure
am
something
I?
along the lines of ransom is going on.
No. I never thought I'd see a Schnee in this camp.
Vernal?
It is a nice sword.
What?
That is a very good question.
Straight to the point.
Yes, that is
I
that
like
is in
it.
fact the important question.
We don't normally deal in trafficking people. Not really worth our time. But once we realized we had a Schnee, that changed.
You're going to ransom me back to my father.
Yeah,
Is
I think
that
that's
it?
probably it.
It's a shame you're a Schnee. You'd probably do quite well around here.
I would never see.
Well, don't say never. One never knows what happens.
Just keep quiet and cooperate and you'll be back in your mansion.
Except
before
she
you
doesn't want
know
to
it.
be back in her mansion.
Don't make this
Oh, I'm sorry. This is going to be...
What's going
Very
to make this
complicated.
complicated is when my sister finds out that I didn't make
Mm-hmm.
it to Mistral. You know my sister, don't you? Winter Schnee, special operative of the Atlas military. She's in Mistral now, and when she hears I'm missing, it won't take her long to find me. And you. What's so funny?
Oh, I don't know if it's more funny or sad, but you're clearly out of the loop. Your sister isn't in Mistral anymore. No Atlas personnel are in Mistral anymore. General Ironwood closed the borders and recalled all of his little troops and tin cans. No one is coming to rescue you.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure about the no one, and also, Weiss has some nice abilities. She might very well be capable of rescuing herself.
This is perfect!
Perfect.
We were stuck at a dead end, but now we can just take little cute boy Osmond to Lionheart and have him 6 days straight.
Please don't call
Little
me that.
cute boy,
We're
yes.
not sure that's the
True,
best
true.
idea.
The direct approach. Alas. Sorry, Nora.
But I thought the headmasters all took their orders from you.
That was the intention. 4 lieutenants I can trust, especially during times of reincarnation. But Crow told me about your meeting with Leonardo. He isn't just behaving irrationally. He's disobeying specific instructions I had left him.
So already we see the problems.
Something's wrong. I don't want to jump to conclusions.
Jump!
But I don't want to rule out any possibilities either. No one outside of this room knows that I have paired with Oscar, and I think it may be best to keep it that way.
Play things close to the chest until we got a better hand.
Precisely. Now, we have 2 steps ahead of us. The first is enlisting the aid of our huntsmen.
More is better.
But the Mistral Council
Doesn't own every huntsman in the kingdom, and I've been here enough times to know where we can find some more.
So long as they're trustworthy.
You can trust them to put up a good fight. I'll throw together a
On the other
list
hand,
tonight.
trusted to put up a good fight doesn't necessarily mean.
Good luck with that.
After that, we can move on to step 2.
What's
That would
step
be good
2?
to know.
Getting you 4 into fighting shape.
Training.
But we already know how to fight.
You can only fight so long as you have Crescent Rose, but you're still lacking in hand-to-hand combat.
Well, yeah.
Mr. Ark, I'm glad to hear you've improved, but sorry to say you've yet to unlock
Also
your
true.
semblance. All of you still have a ways to go before you're ready to pose any real threat against Salem and her forces. And though Oscar can give me temporary control, he'll need to strengthen his body and his aura. Wait,
Yeah.
what? He'll inherit my muscle memory in time, but practice will expedite the process.
But if Crow's out looking for huntsmen, then who's going to teach us?
Well, I believe I was the headmaster.
Congratulations.
We have a
And I love the various
classes
expressions.
resume cave-in.
No!
Salem
Say
words
what?
plan an
Yay!
attack.
Oh
It
no.
makes sense that it occur prior to
Respectively
students'
from left to
return.
right.
It's not much time, but it's better than nothing. Just don't expect me to go easy on you.
And
You've got to be kidding me.
I think that not going easy on people applied to Oscar as well. Sorry, Oscar. Osmond has some good points. Those bars are fairly far apart. Hello. What you got? Oh. Hello, summons. Can you cut the cords? I think very shortly she will not be restrained about the wrists. And, yeah. Yeah. What was I saying earlier about quite capable of rescuing herself? Well, another fun episode. Nice to see some things coming together. Nice to see that they have, in fact, managed to figure out that there is something a little rotten going on with Lionheart and the rest. So they hopefully won't be too terribly blindsided there. Might even be able to throw a bit of a wrench into Salem's plans, which would be pleasant. But until next time, gentle viewers, as always, kindly remember, y'all are awesome. Stay awesome.